And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Geno. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 39, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Rolling to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Geno now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back. Zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it's second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19.
2nd down and goal. Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Let's go now.
On 4th down, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Darwin Thompson from a yard out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
Second and 7 from the 20. Pickett back to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Pickett.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Pickett sets up play action.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Returnable for Lockett.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a run is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on second down.
Pickett.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Five yards remain on second down.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Geno. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Smith. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incomplete
completion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Smith. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Smith now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Nico Collins from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. He finds some open field here. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 12-yard line. Harris will start the drive out.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run again with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Pickett's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Harris running straight ahead.
3 quarters have come and gone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Smith.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, Do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nico Collins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Lockett. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
7 Pirates!
Smith on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. On first down, Smith. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Geno now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully...
And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Smith going to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Go! Panther 11, Panther 11.
They snap it to Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the